Welcome back. This is part 8 of our second normal form video series. In the last session, we worked with offerings. Today, we'll design the part of our schema that handles classrooms and laboratories. So, we'll create three related tables. First is the 2NF underscore room tables, categorized like laboratory, classroom, or smart room. And we have 2NF underscore buildings, the building names where rooms belong, and 2NF underscore rooms, that actual rooms which link to both building and room type. By normalizing these details into separate tables, we avoid repeating building names and room types that we gain flexibility with adding or updating facilities. So let's start by creating schemas or data definition of all the tables for room types, buildings, and rooms, and followed by seeding it. Okay, let's start. Okay, so here we will have our part 8. So this is part 8, creating and seeding room types, buildings, and rooms and tables. Okay, so let's start with the room types. Okay, so for the room types, we will first drop a table if exists. So drop um, table if exists, and we have here 2NF underscore room types, and we will create table 2NF room types. Then we have here, and don't forget to put engine SQL DB. Okay. So first is the room type ID. Um, the room type ID, and we should have this one int, and we can have two because we don't have we can only have at least 100 ten, not greater than 100 rooms in our so we have here two, and we have here also auto increment, and we should have primary key. Okay, so we have here unique uh, ID, and we have next will be the room type name, which is varchar, and this one will be have 50, and it should be not null. Okay. um okay, so this one should be unique also, and I think that's it for this one, and we will create a constraints for this one, and these ones will be the constraint will be UQ room type name. You have unique. um we have here the name of the building. Okay, this one. Okay, so that's it for our uh, 2NF rooms, and we will just go directly um, for other tables. How we can just directly populate um, some of the seed for data. We can have insert into UQ room underscore type name, and we have here the room type name. Okay, and values will be this. First is classroom, and we have here to copy. We have here another one which is laboratory, uh, laboratory, and then we have also smart room, and we have also we can add last one, uh, audio visual room. Okay, so we have okay, and the last one is uh, okay, TBA. Okay, so that's it. So we have now created our table room types. We can just test it. For this one, we can save and go to the drive D sump and control panel, start. Okay, those things, and we go up here, type localhost, phpMyAdmin. As you can see here, we don't yet know the table room types. So we have to have the server, go to the import, choose file, documents, and find your file. So that one and import. Room type name doesn't exist. Let us check our code. Drop table if exists, room type, yeah, room type. Sorry, that's it is it into room types. Okay, I have a wrong one here. So let's do it again. Continue import, choose file, documents, and we have here your file and import. Okay, have now here. So for the room types, we can have here. We have are the things that we um, added here. Okay, so okay, so that's good. And then we have to continue working for the buildings. For the building, we have here um, a drop table if exist and to nf underscore um, building buildings. Okay, so then we have to create the table. Create table to nf underscore buildings, and don't forget to use the is equal to engine is equal to inobdb. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so let's have the first is the building ID, and we have here int, and we have also two. We should have this to be unsigned. Okay, also here it should be unsigned, auto increment, and primary key. It should be unique. Okay, and next will be the building code. Mm, it could be okay, building code, and we have here varchar 15, and it should be not null. Okay, so a short code for your building, so it should be unique also. And we have here the building name, and this one will be varchar 100 and still not null. Have the full description. It's unique and full description. Okay, so We have to insert also the constraints that we have. Okay, and this one will be the unique building code. So we have here constraint and UQ building code unique, and then the building code. Okay, and so this one is to prevent duplicate codes, and constraint again UQ building name unique also, and we should have the name. Okay, so this one is to prevent duplicate names. So I guess that's already have for our table, so we can populate this one. Um, like we can just say insert into 2NF buildings, and the columns that we have is the building code. We don't need the building ID because that is auto incremented. So next will be the building name. Okay, so those are the values that we have. For the building code, like for example, the the admin building, we have admin building, and we should have here the administrator building. Um, we have another one. We can have admin building, and we have also we should have, okay, and we have also the um casa building, that is for College of Arts and Sciences building. We can just copy the template so that we can be more faster. Okay, we have a CIT building, and we have the uh, college, College of Industrial Technology building, and we have also CGA old building, and we have here, we only have 10, we're at 15. CCGA 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so we have to adjust this one to at least 25. Okay, and then we have here CCGE new building. Okay, this is for College of Criminal Justice Education building. Okay, and we have all here also the uh, fishery building. I think fish building. Um, Fishery building. It's still the same fish building, or we can say fish building. And we have here fishery. Okay. Then we have also um, hatch building, and this will be hatchery building. We have also um, um, mini hotel building, MH building. So that is mini hotel building, mini mini hotel uh, building, and we have also um, um, we have here also last for campus 2 we have the ST building. We have we call it the Science and Technology building, Science and Technology building, one-stop shop building, okay, one stop shop building, OSS. Okay, we have OSS building, and we have also um, we have here the seated building, and this one will be the College of Teacher Education uh, building, and the last one will be the CBA building for Campus 2. We have here College of Business Administration building, and then have here semicolon. So we have already here um, the we call it the table for 2NF buildings, and we have also their seed. So we can now go to the rooms table. We can still run it, save, and then go to the browser and go to the okay, and we'll try to import our file, documents, and find your file here and import. We have a problem with class, building name, building name. That's why we have here. Criminal justice, we should have this one. So, cultural new, we have old building and new education, new building and old building. Okay, we don't have that one because we have unique. So let's try it again. Import, choose file, and we have here and import. Okay, so we have here now buildings. You can see all the records, and we have also the structure, and we see some of the constraints that we created, the primary key, and then the name of the code and the name. Okay, so we're now into the last one, and that will be the room rooms table building. So we can have drop database, know that drop table if exists, and that will be the 2NF underscore 2NF underscore they call this the rooms, okay, table, and we will going to create a table 2NF rooms. We have to set here engine is equal to InnoDB, okay, and the columns that we have is the room ID, and we should okay we should put here integer, and we can have here um have two rooms. We can have three, and we have here unsigned. auto increment and primary key. Okay, so this one should be unique. And we have here room code. Um, we have here varchar um, 25 or 30. This one will be not null. Should be not null. Okay. So it's also unique, a short code for the room. Okay, and we have here our room name and varchar 100. Still not null, still unique, but it is a descriptive name of the room. Okay, and we have here the building ID. Um, the building ID is we can have, I think it's int. So int 2 and we should have unsigned. Okay, not null. Link link to buildings. Okay. Okay, building IDs unsigned. And next will be the room type ID and it's also int and we have here still 2 and unsigned, not null. Okay, um link to um room types. Okay, so then we have now perform constraints first for the unique. So we have constraint yuki underscore room code and it should be unique. And we should have here the room code. Okay, and we have here also the other one, the constraint um for the name. It should have, I think, the same. You can directly go to the foreign key with fk underscore room building. We have foreign key and then the building ID. We reference it to the to NF buildings and the name for that is this one building ID. Uh, then we have here on update cascade on delete. Okay, name will be constraint fk room underscore type foreign key room type and references is the room type to NF room types and then it is the room type ID and still on update cascade on delete restrict. So that's it. We have finally created our table for this one. So we can populate examples. Okay, so I will just example only one two laboratory. I mean two buildings, for example, and that is CIT and then I think criminology. So for example, okay, so here for example, insert into. two and ropes. Um, two and F rooms. Insert into two and rooms, and we have here. Um, okay. So we should have here the columns for this one. We should have the room code. Okay, sorry for that. Okay. So what happened is Control Z. Okay, so we have here um room code, and we have our room name, and um building ID and room type ID. So we have here, here, here. Okay. Then we have the values. Um, so for example, from the okay, for the CCGA, CCIT, we have here um first is on the first floor. Okay, we have here uh elec okay, elec lab 1. So the room name is electrical laboratory 1. Okay, okay, first floor. Okay, and for the building that is for CIT. So here we are going to predict now that this is the building ID. So because it is increment, so we can predict that this one is equal to 1. So that means this one will be 2, and this one will be 3, and this one will be 4, and this one will be 5, and this one will be 6, and this one will be 7, and this one will be 8, and this one will be 9, and this one will be 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so that means for the CIT that is building 3. Okay, so this is 3, so we can have here 3, and this one is we need the room type, and this one for the room type. Okay, for the room type for the insert, this one is okay, this one for room type ID is equal to 1, so followed by okay, I'll just add everything here. Okay, so this one will be 2, and this one will 3. For the smart room, 4 is for visual and 5. Okay, so that is for laboratory, so we will link it to 2. Okay, so that's it. We have now the first one, and we have also um, we have auto lab 1 and automotive electrical automotive laboratory. So automotive laboratory, first floor, okay, same 3 and 2. Um, we have food lab 1, food laboratory 1, first floor, the same. Okay, and here 2 and 4, 2. Okay, for Um, we have here CPT Lab 1, Comtech Com Computer Laboratory 2. We have here, okay, 1, and we have here second floor. We have also the Computer Laboratory 2, and we have here all of those are laboratories. So we have here electrical, Elect Lab 2 and Electrical Laboratory, second floor, and we have also type of laboratory. And then we have here smart room, smart, okay, room, smart room, okay, smart room, okay, I think it is smart room. Uh, uh, we called it lecture room, and this one this will be second floor lecture room, lec room, and we have here lecture room, and the type for this one is that room is we call it smart room. So smart room is 3. So we have here 3. Okay. And the last for the laboratory is oh no, that's not laboratory. We have here um lecture room 1 and lecture room 2. We have 1 and 2. And this one will be also CIT building, but this one is a we call it EVR. Also, so 4. Okay, for 4. That's it. So we can add another one. We can add, for example, you can continue along the way for a different computers, no, rooms. For example, CCAG E room 1, lecture room 1, for example, um, first room, first floor, for example, and that the building ID for CCGA that is for old building that will be 4. Okay. And what is the room type? If your lecture, so that is why we can have if your lecture here, we only have a classroom, and that is also 1. So you can add more, okay? You can add more, okay? Here, can add more rooms, um, okay? So for CC, CI, um, for rooms in campus 1. Okay, so that's it. So we can save this and let's try. Okay, so we can go to the browser and go to the server and go to import, choose file, and go to the documents, and we should have here our file, and we import it. So we have now no problem. So we have now buildings that we have a record. We have also rooms here. As you can see, everything is connected. Room code like 1, and you have the building is CIT building, and the room type is laboratory. So everything is connected. Okay, so we can click this one, and we can now go to the building for the CIT building. So everything is working good. So please along the work along your activities and add more rooms in your database, especially on the College of Arts and Sciences, and also for the College of Industrial Technology, and also rooms inside the campus 1 because not all your during your GE subjects you have here there you can go to different buildings assigned. Okay, so thank you for this, and I guess I burned 35 minutes of your time. So thank you for watching, and we will tackle next video will be the I think the offering meetings. So let's make this a wrap. Thank you and God bless.